channel. I'm so excited to have you here. So today it is time to debunk some shit. So most of you guys know there are a lot of MLMers out there who like to make videos on Instagram or IGTVs, whatever it may be, and they attempt to debunk us and like what we say and what the internet says, or even what the FTC says, and I find it quite funny. So I thought I would make this video because there is an individual that on her Instagram, she likes to do 2-minute debunks. Now, I'm not here to like attack her personally or anything like that, but she had a lot of 2-minute debunks on her page that I found to be fully false. Like, I didn't see any links, any sources, or really any facts behind it. So I thought that we would debunk the debunk, okay? So let's get into today's video. Grab your coffee, grab it all, and let's do this. This is going to be 2 parts, actually, a part 1 and a part 2, because if you guys follow me on Instagram, you know I was having technical difficulties and all the things. I had to actually refilm this. So this is going to be part 1, and then next Wednesday I will probably upload the part 2. But again, this is going to be an Arbonne Hun where she is trying to debunk big things like how to be a good salesperson, that you don't have to be a good salesperson. She tries to give her reasoning as to why Arbonne is not a pyramid scheme. She tries to debunk the fact that you don't need a large social media presence or following in order to do good in these MLMs. So I really just thought it would be a fun video to try and debunk the debunk. Which sounds so dumb, but let's go into the first one. The first one is going to be the I don't want to let you down video, where I'm not even going to explain it. Let's just listen to what it says.
Hi guys. All right, so today I am going to share a very, very simple debunk, if you will. And I think a lot of people have this idea that there's going to be a certain expectation or pressure put onto them if they decide to join the business. And I just want to reassure you that's not the case at all. Like, this is your business, just like it's my business, and the way that you choose to run your business, whether that's going full force and like running with it, or just sharing it here and there, and if it can help pay for your product, that's awesome. Like, no matter what you decide, this is your business, you guys. So never feel like you are going to let that person down, your sponsor down, if you can't give it 100%. And don't let that stop you from starting the business either, because this might sound silly, but I have gotten more than a handful of messages about this exact topic. And I think part of it's just not really understanding how network marketing works. But I'm not your boss. I'm not going to micromanage you. I am going to be your biggest cheerleader. I am going to help you and train you and give you all the tools needed, but I'm not ever going to pressure you or put expectations onto you with how you should run your business. It's yours. So if that's you and you feel like you've had that fear, don't let that stop you from starting your business. You can do whatever you want with it. That's the beauty of network marketing. But there's absolutely no gimmicks or obligations either. If you were to give the business a try and then in a month or however long you decide, okay, this isn't really for me, you would just stop sharing it. Like, there's no obligations, there's no contract, there's nothing like that, you guys. You would just get a kick-ass discount for the year. So yeah, if you guys have questions, as always, let me know.
So first off, I'm going to go over essentially the first thing that she says. She says people feel there would be an expectation put on them if they join the business, but she wants to say that she's not that way. There's not an expectation with her. I honestly don't even think this is something that people are thinking about. Is it? Like, if you were someone that has joined an MLM, is this something that you had questions about when joining? I just feel like this isn't really something people would be asking about, but let's just walk ourselves through this. I feel people will think that because uplines are pushed to make their downlines do things. They're pushed to have their downlines purchase things, have them post on social media, have them fill out these freaking trackers. I have had clearly Beachbody coaches, I've had Arbonne reps show me their group chats where they are literally told every day that they have to send a tracker to their upline. That's the expectation, and that's why people feel that way, because your upline is making money off of you. They are going to have an expectation for you. They're going to want you to be on social media every day. They're going to want you cold messaging and inviting and following up and doing all the things you need to do because they're making money off of you. Everything that is done by your downline affects you, whether that's negatively or positively. So So clearly, if your downline is working and signing people up nonstop and all of that, the upline is going to make more money. That's just how it works. They make a percentage off of the sales that their downline does or the volume produced by their downline. When that happens, if it's negatively affecting you, you're probably going to go on your team page and you're going to yell at your downline or tell them like, hey guys, we're not doing good enough. We need to do more. So that expectation is always going to be there because you're making money off of them. If this was a traditional business or a job, you would have a different set of expectations, because in a normal job, you do have a set of expectations that you need to follow because that is your job description. And when you signed up for that job, you said, these are the expectations that I'm going to give to my boss. And the same thing goes for an MLM. They're going to tell you all the time that it's your business and you can do what you want. Trust me, that is not how it ends up being. Maybe it is with her. Maybe she doesn't have expectations, but from what I've seen with 99% of people in an MLM, they do set expectations on their downlines because their paycheck comes from the work that happens with their downline. She then says people don't know how network marketing really works and that it's your own business, whatever. In my eyes, these were my notes. I said, okay, so how does network marketing work? One, the more your downline spends and recruits, the more you make. Yes, you're going to do the things that your upline tells you to do so that you can make more money and then they can make more money. And it's not a discount if the products are already expensive. So she did talk about that, and she did want to say, you don't know how network marketing works. I essentially know how network marketing works through and through. And that's essentially what it is. What your downline does, that's your paycheck. You can, yes, sign people up for the discount or whatever, but you're not really getting a discount when the products are so overpriced. Like, have you guys seen Arbonne's product? Now, yes, this is an Arbonne rep that is talking to us, but I feel like every topic and every debunking video she did applies to every MLM. So I am going to kind of talk about every single MLM, not necessarily just Arbonne, because I feel like this all applies to every MLM. But that's essentially how it works. And Arbonne's products are so expensive. I think just their 30 Days to Healthy Living, which is a program that they do, and all it consists of is fucking powders and shit. And it's supposed to help you lose weight, but at the same time, you can't have dairy, you can't have wheat, you can't have gluten, you literally can't eat anything. Get used to powder, because that's what you're going to be eating from my experience and what I've seen. The next note that I did put is she may not be putting an expectation on people, but what about everybody else in that upline? Because you have to remember, you do have your upline, and because these MLMs have been running for so long, especially the bigger ones have been running for so long, you're going to have an upline, your upline's upline, your upline's upline, and it's going to continue like a pyramid, okay? You're gonna have a bunch of people above you. And from my personal experience, I was that person that when I had a downline, yes, I did. I had recruited people into Beachbody. When I had a downline, I didn't essentially make them do anything. I didn't tell them they had to do anything or whatever. I'd be there to help them. But my upline and my upline's upline used to make my downline feel like complete shit. I would have people that I had recruited come to me and be like, Deanna, this video or this live or this team training made me feel like shit, that I'm not good enough, that I'm not doing enough. And they would make my downline, people that I had recruited, feel like shit. And I started to tell them, like, don't listen to my upline or my upline's upline. And I and my downline stopped going to their trainings and stopped going into their team pages and group chats because it started to become really toxic, where my uplines, all the uplines, okay, would make us feel like shit because they would have expectations. They would be like, you need to do this. If you're not doing it, you're a shitty business owner, and you're not doing enough, you're not working hard enough, whatever it may be, because they want to make more money. And the only way to make a lot of money in an MLM is to get high in the pyramid. And the only way to do that is to recruit people. So I just find that even if this individual, which she's very beautiful, she looks amazing, seems like we would be best friends, love her style, love it all. So I'm not trying to attack her in any way, but I just feel even if she is amazing and she doesn't have expectations, that doesn't mean in the upline's ring of people, pyramid of people, that they won't project their expectations onto your downline and make them feel some type of way. So I think that that's something super important to look at too. So let's just go into the next one. Again, we are going to be doing part 1 today, and part 2 I think I'll upload next week. So I think there's a total of 6 of these, so we're gonna go through a couple more.
Guys, okay, I am back with another 2-minute debunk. One of the most common hesitations I hear to why someone will not be good at this business is that they are not a good salesperson. And although that makes sense that you would feel like you need to be a good salesperson to be good at being an Arbonne consultant, that is not necessarily true. I feel like this business is so much more than selling product. Like, yes, at the end of the day, we sell product, 100%, not denying that. But if you're not familiar with sales experience or good at it, quote unquote, you can be really successful in Arbonne still. This is a business of sharing product that has changed your life, sharing a business opportunity that has changed your life. And it's a business built on relationships. So if you are not the best at selling product, but you are an amazing person at building relationships, like, you will outshine the person who's a good salesperson, 100%. Because at the end of the day, people don't want to be sold to, you guys. Like, they want to genuinely hear from people they know, like, and trust. And they want to know what they really actually like and what actually works for them. So if you're just selling your product to sell it, people are going to feel that. They're going to cut right through the BS, so to speak. And if you're somebody who's not a good salesperson, but you actually stand behind these products, you actually love Arbonne and the company and the experiences that you've had because of doing the 30 Days Healthy Living and so on and so forth, that is what is going to, quote unquote, sell people. So I would say if that's your hesitation, we've all had a million. Don't let that hold you back.
Okay, I find a couple issues with this. You will be a salesperson, point blank. You will be a salesperson if you are in an MLM, but something that I found interesting that she did say was the person that can essentially sell the dream and make fake friends, right? Because you're building on relationships, you're making fake friends, you're doing it with an ulterior motive to make money off of these people on social media. That person is going to do better because you're going to sign them up for the business opportunity. But the people who are in it that really love the products and they just want to sell the products, they aren't going to do as good. That's essentially what she said. I don't know. That's what I heard. That just pyramid scheme. I'm not saying Arbonne's pyramid scheme. I'm just saying that sounds like a pyramid scheme to me, which we're going to get to in a little bit. So she said you don't need to be a good salesperson. In my opinion, you do. You're a salesperson if you join an MLM. There's no ifs, ands, or buts around that. You can look up very large gurus out there or people like Gary Vee, and they will tell you that you have to be a good salesperson in order to be in MLMs, and that MLMs really aren't the best place to do business. There's actual proof out there. You guys can go and look it up. But I also think you have to be good at, yes, one or the other. Selling a product or selling a dream and a lifestyle, this fake opportunity, this fake dream that you have, or this false narrative, right? That's what you have to do. You have to go on social media, you have to talk about financial freedom and traveling freedom and all of these things to, in return, get people to sign up. So yeah, you may not be selling a product, but you're selling a dream. So it's essentially the same thing to me. She then said you're going to sell products that have changed your life. The business opportunity is the thing that has changed your life, and this business is built on relationships. I will say this again, I don't want to repeat myself a lot in this video, but building your biz on relationships, it is called network marketing. Network marketing is all about networking. It's all about talking to people and getting people to trust you and believe in you and join you. But I just find that fake, and I'm not saying this individual is fake that we're listening to speak about this. I just think it's fake in general. I don't want to make fake friends. I don't want to make a friend because they want to make money off of me, because they look at me as a business opportunity. They say, Deanna, she's got a YouTube, she's got a Instagram following to recruit people. I'm going to slide into her DMs because she can be a good opportunity for me to make money. I feel like that's how they look at us. They look at us as a pool of people that they can build a relationship on, a fake one at that, an ulterior motive to just make money off of us. And I think that that's really icky and slimy, and that's what makes multi-level marketing a very just schemy, slimy business practice. And people want to say all the time, oh, we'll teach you how to not be salesy. We'll teach you, this and that. In my opinion, I don't care if they're teaching me to build relationships. That's still scammy, slimy, and skeezy. It doesn't matter which way you put it. It just is, because you're being fake to people and you have that ulterior motive to just make money off of them. So no matter how they want to put it to make themselves feel better, they're being fake. The next thing she said is people don't want to be sold to. I agree, but most people want a friendship, a community, a lifestyle, selling a fake lifestyle. They want financial freedom. They want to travel when they want to. Maybe they want to be home with their kids, whatever that person desires. And because of that, yes, that is what pulls people in to MLMs a lot of the time. Comment down below if you're someone who you joined an MLM and this happened to you, but joining an MLM, a lot has to do with wanting friends or wanting a community, wanting to travel, those more luxury things. Well, luxury for like the travel and stuff like that, but for the friendships, that is where you're selling it, essentially. So when you're in the MLM, you're selling that. You're selling the community. Whenever you go on social media and you put up a post about your team, you are selling the community to people. You may not be selling them a product, but no, you're selling them to recruit to them, or you're selling the team to recruit to people who may be lonely or don't have a community. So yeah, you may not be selling a product, but you're still selling something to intrigue people and to get people interested in joining you. She talks about loving the product. She talks about loving the products and you'll be able to sell. I've talked about this multiple times in my YouTube videos, and if you're someone who's binge watching my YouTube videos or has watched them all, I don't really want to repeat myself, but if this is your first time watching me, I don't believe in that. You may love a product, that doesn't mean you're going to be able to sell it. How many people do you have to cold message to sell it to? How annoying do you have to get in order to sell a product? It's not like you could just post up on your Instagram, especially if you don't have that many followers. So if you have 100 followers on Instagram and you upload a picture of the product because you love it, that doesn't mean people are going to go ahead and they're going to buy it, right? So it really depends on oversaturation, how many people are following you, how many people trust you, like you, vibe with you, or how many people you cold message, or maybe you buy followers, whatever it may be. I feel like even if you love the product, that doesn't really always matter. There are circumstances that go along with that. So let's go into the next one. Now, I do know this is one that has been talked about a lot already, but I have a lot of links that I'm going to link down below and a lot of things that I'm going to read to you guys. So I really hope that you guys stick around for this one, because I know a lot of other anti-MLMers have talked about this, have talked about the whole pyramid scheme thing, but I haven't seen a lot of them really break down pyramid schemes and show people that, because if you are anti-MLM, I want you to have all of the information. I want you to be knowledgeable and be educated on what an actual pyramid scheme is, but also what the FTC says about pyramid schemes and MLMs, because without that knowledge, I wouldn't look that good messaging an MLMer trying to give my definition of a pyramid scheme and my proof if I didn't do my research on it. So I really do hope that this helps. I'm going to go over 3 different things after this video with links down below that I definitely recommend every single one of you guys watching or looking at, because if you are in an MLM, I feel like this can really help inform you and really help you make that decision whether you want to stay with your MLM or not, or whether you even want to join one. And for my anti-MLMers, I think these 3 links are really going to help you connect the dots more to be able to educate and inform other people, rather than just saying your business is a pyramid scheme. Because I see people do that. I see anti-MLMers just go, oh, it's a pyramid scheme, honey. Your Monat's a pyramid scheme. You're in a pyramid scheme, like whatever it may be. But they don't even tell the MLMer why. Like, what does the FTC say? Because we can sit here all day being anti-MLM and we can just be like, you're in a pyramid scheme because you recruit people. I don't feel that's a good enough argument. We need facts and we need to educate each other. And I didn't know a lot of these things until I started to do my research. I knew what a pyramid scheme was. I didn't know how in depth the FTC really got on pyramid schemes, on MLMs that have been marketed and been brought down as pyramid schemes. So I really hope that you guys listen to this part and it can hopefully help you in the future when you're talking to people who are in an MLM. So let's listen to what she has to say about pyramid schemes. This is also going to be probably the last time I even talk about MLMs being a pyramid scheme on my videos, because we can all always just go back to this video where I talk about it, and you can always send this link to someone. You can cut out this part of the video and, you know, screen record it and send that to people or whatever you may want to do with it. But this will be the last time I really talk about and go in depth about what the FTC says about pyramid schemes, unless I make a dedicated video to it, or about it. So let's listen to what she has to say.
Hey guys, okay, back with another 2-minute debunk, and today's is a good one because I know it is said a lot, and it is Arbonne a pyramid scheme? And to quickly answer that, heck no, it's not. You guys, I'm a smart girl. I would not be involved in something that's illegal, and pyramid schemes are illegal. Arbonne has been around for over 40 years, and if we were illegal because we were a pyramid scheme, we would be out of business. Point blank. If you actually go onto the FTC website, you can learn more about what a pyramid scheme is, and they do differentiate between network marketing business models and pyramid schemes, and they even give you tips on how to look out for pyramid schemes that kind of disguise themselves as network marketing businesses. So just to give you a quick educational rundown on what a pyramid scheme is, it is when you make money from someone signing up. So basically you are encouraged to recruit people, and when you do and they join your business, even if they don't buy any product, you would make money from that. And then another thing that is often like a red flag or a sign that it could be a pyramid scheme is when consultants are required to purchase product. So instead of you focusing on sharing products with friends and family as clients, you are focusing on recruiting and they're being forced to purchase product, and that's where most of your sales is coming from. So Arbonne is not any of that, okay? We're not required to purchase product. We do purchase product because we love the product, but we're not required to. And when someone joins my team as a consultant or someone joins my business as a client, I don't make any commission unless they purchase product. So we are just a normal commission-based business in that sense. When someone buys product because of our word of mouth referral, we make commission. It's pretty simple. Hard to keep this under 2 minutes, but that's a rundown on it. If you guys have more questions, let me know.
So that video did nothing for me, and I honestly don't even think her definition of what a pyramid scheme is correct, and I'm going to show you guys what it really is. So let's go through what she said. She said, I'm a smart girl. I wouldn't get myself in a pyramid scheme. So what are you saying? People who have gotten themselves into pyramid schemes are dumb? So I didn't like that. That is just up to interpretation. Everyone will interpret something differently, and that's how I did when she was like, I'm a smart girl. It seems like she was bringing people down. Those people who were in pyramid schemes or have gotten themselves in pyramid schemes or gotten themselves in MLMs that are disguised as pyramid schemes are just dumb people, which I found a little mean. And then she said pyramid schemes are illegal. This is the #1 argument all people use. We all know it, y'all. Comment it down below. That has nothing to do with anything. Things are illegal. They just haven't been caught yet. We in the anti-MLM community talk about that all the time. We don't need to go in depth into that. She then said if we were a pyramid, we would be out of business. And in all actuality, sometimes it takes a long time to get there. There are other companies out there like Advocare, and I won't go in depth into the names of other ones, but there are MLMs out there that were open for so long, for years before they got caught. So it can take a long time. Or you can have where you say 20, 30, 40, 50 distributors from an MLM come together and they essentially will do a class action lawsuit where they say, oh, they are acting as a pyramid scheme, their compensation plan is acting as a pyramid scheme, and then the FTC and all of that, and in court, you'll have to argue that argument. You'll have to argue that argument. Y'all know what I'm saying. But again, it can take a long time to get there, so just because a company is in a pyramid scheme right now in accordance with the FTC, that doesn't mean they won't be in the future. So I feel like that's debunked. There's so much information on the internet right now where MLMs have had to restructure because they were acting and maneuvering as a pyramid scheme. But it took a long time to get caught. Y'all, this part got me. She said, go to the FTC's website. You'll be able to know what a pyramid scheme is and how MLMs hide themselves as pyramid schemes. Girl, you just said what I've been trying to say, that MLMs hide themselves, right? A lot of MLMs have that loophole, being an MLM and not a pyramid scheme, where they have product and whatever loopholes they may have, but in essence, they're just hidden pyramid schemes. So she actually said it very right, and I want to go into this in 1 second. But yes, essentially she did say that they disguise themselves, certain MLMs. So how and why would you ever say that? Because that just makes me want to look at your MLM and be like, okay, well, what if your MLM is disguising themselves as a pyramid scheme? Because if some MLMs can be disguised as pyramid schemes, so can yours, right? Because again, there's proof that other MLMs have done that and have been caught, but it's taken a long time for them to get caught, so don't get it twisted. So I'm gonna put my glasses on, which they're, got some stuff on it. I need to clean these glasses. But the first thing I wanna look at is the FTC's website. I'm gonna pop it up right here. It says, what's a pyramid scheme and how do you spot one? Pyramid schemes are scams. They look remarkably like legitimate MLM business opportunities. If you become a distributor for a pyramid scheme, it can cost you and your recruits. So right here, the FTC is even saying saying that there are legitimate MLMs that essentially are pyramid schemes, or pyramid schemes that are disguised and look remarkably like legitimate MLM companies. Then it says the promoters of a pyramid scheme may try to recruit you with pitches about what you'll earn. They may say you can change your life, quit your job, and get rich by selling the company's products. That's a lie. Your income would be based mostly on how many people you recruit, not how much product you sell. Pyramid schemes are set up to encourage recruitment to keep a constant stream of new distributors and money flowing. Often in a pyramid scheme, you'll be encouraged or even required to purchase products. So her definition of a pyramid scheme was you make money from recruits and no product. I mean, that's not what the FTC says. The FTC says there is products in some pyramid schemes, right? They may even make you purchase products. So there can be products in a pyramid scheme. She also said down below, it's a pyramid scheme because consultants are required to purchase product. Clearly that's a lie, because as we see right here, even the FTC says often in a pyramid scheme, you can be required or encouraged to buy products. And as we have seen in MLMs, you are a lot of the time encouraged to purchase products. I have video proof, okay, in my phone, screen records. I have had it said to me when I was in my MLM, where my uplines would be like, if you don't purchase the new release of this program, you're not a good business owner. You're a shitty business owner. You're not gonna make no money. And they would talk a bunch of shit so that you would be encouraged to purchase the new program coming out. So the FTC says it's not just about a requirement to buy products, but the fact that you may be encouraged or required. So that or is very important. You have to look at the words that are being said on these things on the FTC's website. Then this is the next thing that I wanted to read on the FTC's website, because she did mention this, where the FTC has put up multi-level marketing versus pyramid schemes, which they have. I thought of doing a video just like reading all of this to you guys and explaining it, but I felt like I could just add it in here. So clearly they say, what are MLMs and how do they work? You sell products, and then you recruit new distributors and earn commissions. And the next part that I wanted to read is this right here. The promoters of a pyramid scheme try to recruit you with pitches about what you'll earn. I feel like that's said a lot in MLMs, where they'll be like, oh, you can earn this much money. They make a lot of income claims, which is why they can't make income claims. Then they even say it could change your life. You could quit your job and get rich by selling the company's products. That's a lie. Your income would be based on how many people you recruit, not how much product you sell. Pyramid schemes are set up to encourage recruitment to keep a constant flow of new distributors. And the next part that I wanted to read is this right here. They have a section where it says, is an MLM right for you? It says, do you want to be a salesperson? If you join an MLM, you'll be a salesperson. Your job will be to sell the company's product, and in many cases, convince other people to join, invest, and sell. If you don't like selling, or if you're uncomfortable asking people you know to put their time and money into a business venture, joining an MLM is a bad idea. The second question was, do you have a solid sales plan? Consider whether you have family or friends that will buy product from you over and over and over again. Think about how you would find and keep other regular customers. Can people buy something like this product elsewhere for maybe less? Then it said, what are your income goals? You may think that with your smarts and hard work, you can earn substantial income through the MLM. In fact, most people who join MLMs and work hard make little or no money, some lose money. It then said, can you afford to risk the time and money? Every business venture has risks. MLMs are no different. Even if the startup costs seem low, additional expenses can add up quickly. Expenses can include training, travel costs, website fees, promo materials, cost to host parties, and cost to buy products. If you need to borrow money or use your credit card to finance your expenses, you may face hefty interest charges too. Also consider the time demands of the business, like going on trainings, recruiting new distributors, managing paperwork, so and so. I also think this last part's really important. It says, do your research. Research the company, search online the name of the company, and look for words like review, scam, or complaint. You may also want to look for articles like newspapers, magazines, and stuff online. Then you can check your state's attorney office for complaints, so on and so forth. So clearly the FTC is saying do your research, because there are a lot of MLMs that will end up being pyramid schemes. They then said consider the products. Most MLM companies sell quality items at competitive prices, but some offer goods that are overpriced, have questionable benefits, or are downright unsafe to use. That's interesting. It said, understand the cost. Many MLMs make you buy training and marketing materials. You may need to book travel and pay for hotels. Make sure you know what you pay for and how much it'll cost over time. It also says ask for refunds, read the paperwork, and all of that good stuff. So all in all, that says that MLMs will take up a lot of time and money. You will be a salesperson. So she tried to argue that you're not a salesperson. It's automatically debunked when the FTC says that you are a salesperson, and be prepared to sell to your friends and family over and over again. Another key thing that I thought to put was where it said often in pyramid schemes you'll be encouraged or required to buy products. So when people want to have that argument of what is a pyramid scheme, you can tell them, well, the FTC actually doesn't state that you're required to purchase products in an actual pyramid scheme. Oh God, what's wrong with my hair? What a bitch, what a fuck. They say that you'll be encouraged or required, and in a lot of MLMs, I would have to look up Arbonne's, but in a lot of MLMs, you do have to pay a stay active fee. I know for Beachbody, I think you have to pay $50 or more every single month on products in order to just earn commissions. Clearly, that means you are required to purchase products just to make some money, which is really messed up. So hopefully these things helped you or me going over it. I thought this would be a fun idea. Also one where I could be super informative. I'll leave all of these links down below to the FTC if you guys want to read up on it a little bit more. I just think that if people want to argue that their MLM is not a pyramid scheme, they need to give me facts. They need to give me links. They need to give me sources, because guess what? That's what I will do. I'm not sitting here saying that every MLM is a pyramid scheme. What I am saying though is there are MLMs out there that are disguised as MLMs, but they are pyramid schemes, and people are getting wrapped up into these companies, and they don't know if one day that company is going to be shut down for being a pyramid scheme, because just because your company hasn't been caught yet doesn't mean it's not going to happen in the future. So that's going to be all for this video. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. I upload videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and I will also do the part 2 to this next Wednesday, so be on the lookout for that, and I will catch you guys on Fridays. Y'all don't want to miss that one. MLM fails. Bye.